It was a beautiful day indeed. I was out there today and I just didn't want to leave. People were biking, walking around. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was certainly one of those days, like I was saying earlier, you needed a jacket in the morning and then you didn't need it in the afternoon, that's for sure. But it's also that fake fall, right?
Yeah.
So it felt cool this morning. Unfortunately, in the days ahead, it's not going to feel as cool as summer is going to make a return. But hey, real fall is not too far off. So that's the good news out of all of this. 69 degrees, the current temperature as you look live from Atrium Health Navicent this evening. Radar is quiet. What you're seeing here is just some backscatter from the radar site there in Jeffersonville. There's no rain falling across central Georgia. Temperatures for the most part in the 60s, still hanging on to 70s in a few communities like in Thomaston right now, 72 in Americus. We've fallen below 70 now in, I believe it was Vidalia at 70 earlier, 69 in Macon and Warner Robins, 67 in Bleckley County at this hour. To find any rain, you're going to have to work your way into Alabama, perhaps down towards the Gulf Coast, but notice this arcing feature here. Yeah, that's thanks to what is now Tropical Storm Nicholas down in the Gulf of Mexico. That's the rain you're seeing here near the Houston area. We'll talk more about that in just a minute. But first, let's talk about central Georgia. So through the night tonight, cooling off down into the low 60s. Wouldn't surprise me to see a few upper 50s sprinkled in like we've seen the past few mornings, but all in all, looking at a lot of 60s across the area. Then tomorrow afternoon, sure, we could see some showers up towards Metro Atlanta and up Interstate 20 way, but for central Georgia, I think we stay dry through the entire afternoon tomorrow and through much of Tuesday as well. The rain chance on Tuesday, probably around 20%, especially the further north you get. However, again, majority of us are going to stay dry for your Tuesday afternoon as temperatures quickly warm up into the 80s, probably close to 90 as we get into Tuesday afternoon. So let's take a look at the long-range models. Here we go into Wednesday. Yeah, that's a lot of green across central Georgia, but the Euro model is not on board with it. So a lot of question marks heading into the middle part of the week. This would be tied to what is currently Tropical Storm Nicholas, and then the blue that you see back out towards Texas, that's what the Euro is tying to Tropical Storm Nicholas. Regardless, we're looking at the return of humidity, tropical atmosphere, warm temperatures as we head into the middle to end of the week. So it's going to feel more summer-like than fall-like across central Georgia. We'll have to see where Nicholas goes, see where the moisture is directed, and see if we get in play here in central Georgia. So here's the latest on it. A very weak tropical storm, winds of only 40 miles an hour. The plan for it, though, is to come right over Houston, Texas in the coming days. And whenever you see these lines together like that, that means it's slowing down and stalling. Not great news for the Houston area, not in terms of storm intensity, but rather the rain that comes along with it. We could be talking upwards of a foot of rain potentially for portions of Texas. But check out the big old goose egg there in Macon. This model doesn't think we're going to see any rain out of it, so certainly something we'll be keeping an eye on as you head down towards Houston, Victoria, and in Corpus Christi. Elsewhere across the tropics, got a 50% chance of development just to the east of Jacksonville now. That's going to be moving towards the north, and then as you head towards Africa, a 60% chance of development with a disturbance that is about to roll off the coast. So the next name on the list, Odette, we'll be watching for that potentially in the coming days, and we are right on track for this hurricane season. We are talking about 14 named storms so far. The forecast is for 15 to 21. Tonight headed for an overnight low of 64 degrees, a few clouds in the area, but overall a nice evening. And for tomorrow, high temperature of 91 after we warm through the 80s. 7-day shapes up like this, 91 tomorrow, but then we're back in the 80s from there on out, a 40% chance of rain on Wednesday. But like I said, a lot of question marks written about the week ahead. Connor, how about we talk about the Braves and we just skip over the Falcons tonight?
Alex Forbes will never pass up an opportunity to talk about the Braves, and they are still killing it even down the stretch end of the season. What's new? And another team